Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another summer makeup tutorial. This one is just going to be quite simple and lightweight. It's just kind of my go-to but quite soft summer look. So this is kind of foolproof for kind of the heat and everything, but it still looks and feels really lightweight on the skin. Like I said, this is kind of like my go-to look for the summer. Obviously I switch around a little bit. It's like the eyeshadow and stuff, but especially the base makeup look is kind of based around, it's just my go-to, and I trust all the products that I'm using quite a lot. So if you'd like to know how I created this look and what products I use, then be sure to give the video a thumbs up and just keep watching. Really what I do is do kind of like my skincare, like my moisturiser and stuff before I turn the camera on to start filming. But today, because it's kind of a summer tutorial, it's mainly about the skin, so I decided to leave the skincare so I can do that on camera with you. Something I have already applied, obviously I've done my eyebrows because as always they're just irrelevant, but something I have also applied, it's kind of what I've applied kind of all over my chest and then my shoulders a little bit, and it's something that I love using in the summertime. I use this even during the winter, even when I go on a night out. This is just kind of like a go-to thing that I always use. So this is actually for the body. It's by The Body Shop. It's their Honey Bronze Shimmering Dry Oil. So this is, like it says, it's a dry oil, so it obviously it comes out as a liquid, and I just usually take a stippling brush and I just brush it all over my body. It's got a tiny tint to it. It's not gonna like make you extremely dark. It's not gonna turn you into this colour, because obviously, like I said, I've got it on my body now. That's what you can see is glowing. It's because of this. So like I said, it doesn't really tint your skin or make it dark or anything. It just gives you a nice glow, but it kind of bronzes the tiniest bit. Something I find really good, and like I said, I always use it on a night out. It's just something I always love to do, because especially if you've like now, like when I'm wearing like a tank top like this, if your like body is completely matte and it just doesn't look shimmery, or like your face, you've got highlight or anything on, then it might look a bit odd to have the kind of glow on your face and then not on the body. So that's something I always use. Actually, moving on to the face, something I always use, and I've used this in a video before, is just using like a sunscreen or like an SPF underneath my moisturiser. That's how I do it. So some people like mix it in with their foundation, or obviously using a foundation with SPF is fine. I just like to use just a separate one that's just pure SPF. So this one is by No7, and I think it's SPF 15, I think this is. That's fine for my skin tone, so that's the one that I use. Sun's not out, even in wintertime I probably still use it, because SPF also helps with kind of anti-aging and fine lines and stuff like that. So obviously I know I'm only 19, but you have to start preventing it. So it doesn't claim to do that, but I feel like it could probably act as a primer, and it just moisturizes quite well also. But you know me, I just have to use my favourite. So I'm just going to take my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel. This is the gel cream one. So moving on to primer. For the summertime, I do sometimes like to use two primers. I like to use a mattifying one first, just in my T-zone. And this is like what I always use for when I'm going on a night out as well. I want to be 100% sure I'm keeping all the oils in. So I'm just going to take the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is obviously the mattifying one. Just for the rest of the face, my skin's been quite dry recently, just kind of around everywhere else. So I do want to use quite a hydrating one, and this, I don't like using it all the time because it smells awful, but I'm just going to use the Physicians Formula Argan Oil Primer Spray. It smells so bad, but it does like hydrate the skin really nicely. For foundation, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I've got the shade 220. This is just one of my favourite foundations just ever, so using this during the summer is also great. Like obviously I know it's the matte and poreless, but to me it doesn't mattify that much, but it doesn't make you oily. So I feel like this is a good foundation for anyone, even if you've got oily skin or even if you've got dry skin. That obviously I know it's called the matte and poreless, but it just looks really nice on the skin. Like you can ask like anyone that uses this foundation, it doesn't matte you completely. So pack on so much of this foundation and it will never look cakey or dry or horrible. It's just literally one of the best foundations I've ever used. Video on Wednesday, but I just had so many, like I said, I just had a load of appointments and stuff going on, and I've just got a busy situation going on at home. So yeah, haven't been able to upload as often as I want to, even though I'm going to still dry. So yeah. Oh my god, I forgot what I was completely doing. Okay, so I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Concealer just to conceal my under eyes. I'm not going to use it anywhere else today. Actually I am. I've got a little fella down here on the bottom of my chin. And this is in the shade Honey, I think, or Golden Honey in the L'Oreal concealer. I'm going to do like, I might film like a get ready with me for Monday's video. I know I'll have time to film one, so I might film a get ready with me. So yeah, I feel like, because I did one last time, I think. Did I do a get ready with me? Or I don't know, the one where I was talking a lot, I think it might have been like that TMI kind of get ready with me kind of thing that I did, which was quite a few months ago now. I remember like quite a lot of you did enjoy that and you wanted more kind of like, obviously I did say that I'm probably not going to do any story times at the moment because I'm boring, I have no good stories. But I did say that I'll do kind of more chatty videos and stuff, so I'll probably do a get ready with me soon. Powder all that down. Can you guess what I'm going to use? Like, it's like, I'm not just using this, I mean, I do just genuinely love this powder, but it doesn't feel like heavy on the skin or anything, so it just works for me really, really well. So it's the, oh by the way, if like you've never watched any of my videos before, this is the Vichy Dermablend loose powder. Get it, seriously, it's a great powder. I'm not going to powder too much anywhere else. I'm just going to do my usual spot where kind of the hollows of the cheekbones where I apply bronzer and stuff, just as always. Just a small amount, but literally like for summer every day I just try to make kind of my base, kind of the underneath base, so like the primer and all that, I try and make that more than what I'm applying on top, if that makes sense. So you can't really see that I've got more product on, if that makes sense. Like I try and use more mattifying primers and stuff you can't actually see on the skin, because obviously that's underneath. So I just prefer doing that because then overall it just looks a lot more natural if, you know, you've not got tons of powder caked on. But obviously if you get really, really oily, get that powder on because you're gonna need it. I might just do the eyes because I've powdered under my eyes. I might just do the eyes and then finish off the rest of the face after. So I don't really have like a go-to kind of, because I kind of switch up because I get so many different eyeshadow palettes all the time and I'm always kind of swapping around what I'm using at the minute. Obviously at the moment it's the Soph Extra Spice palette with Revolution. But I've got something that's kind of new to go on the lid, so I'm just going to use this for some transition colours with Cookie Dough first, which is this brown over here. If you watched my kind of review and first impressions on this palette, then you know that this shade here, Cookie Dough, it looks super, super cool in the pan, but when I apply it anyway, it just looks a lot warmer, which I actually prefer the look of the warmer tones. So yeah, I'm just going to take the shade Running Late, which is this orangey yellow at the top, and I'm just going to buff that in and then just apply the lid shade after, I think. And something that I've wanted to try, I haven't actually tried it yet, I've only tried it on my mum when I did her makeup for her the other night, but I've got one of the new Dose of Colours Block Party eyeshadows, and like these are expensive. Like this little thing was £16 for one little eyeshadow. Like the only single eyeshadows that I really have like a huge amount of are the Colourpop ones, and they're $5 each. This was $16. You can get 3 Colourpop eyeshadows for the price of this one, so I want to see if it's really good. I did test it on my mum because she was going out, so I did a makeup for her, and she did say that it lasted very well on the eyes and it still looked really good at the end of the night, so I'm hoping that it is worth it. But anyway, this one is in the shade Encore. It's just this kind of nice, kind of dark, warm brown, but it's got like little gold glitter in it, and that's kind of what I do like about them. Kind of neaten it up, but oh, that looks really nice. Okay, I do kind of like it. and then apply some of the Kiko Extra Sculpt mascara. Yeah, I've already said this before, but like I'm going through kind of all of my mascaras and I'm trying to use them all up. That's why I keep like using the same one for a while and then it disappears and then I just have another one. I don't want to keep like changing them, I just want to get them all used up. So I've tried not to buy any new mascaras. Very good night out mascara, because if you just layer this up it can get like super dramatic. So for highlight, I'm just going to be using one that I've been using quite a lot at the moment, and it's by Colourpop, and it's the highlight in the shade here, Kitty Kitty. It's just a really, really nice champagne-y light gold kind of shade, I'd say. So yeah, I'm just going to take this, but it is a really, really nice, I feel like it's quite a unique shade. And I feel like it can work for quite a lot of skin tones, because I got this because Kathleen Lights recommended it and I literally buy anything she says is good. And she's a lot fairer than I am, so this works for me, it works for her, so this will be a kind of universal-ish highlight, and I think it's because it's kind of got that like yellow gold in it, so yeah. Oh, I didn't realise, sorry, I didn't realise again it's Colourpop, but it's the bronzer in the shade Private Party. This is really nice, it's got a nice sheen to it, so I think it's really nice for the summertime. Too Faced for today's blush. This is their Sweethearts blush and it's in the shade Sparkling Bellini. I'm gonna take my Milani one and just get it finished with already. Really good setting spray for summer, because this will lock your makeup in for real. Like I feel like it's quite similar to the Urban Decay one. The Milani one, it genuinely works, that setting spray, it really does, and it's Milani, it's affordable. Okay, for lips, at the moment I've literally not been wearing like a liquid lipstick or just any kind of lipstick. I've been kind of into glosses at the minute and I haven't even been putting lip liner on. I've been quite lazy. Back to this guy right here over and over again. It's by Colourpop. It's the Ultra Glossy Lip with Shayla. It's their collab and it's in the shade Neat Freak. So it's like a pinky gold gloss. And that is the end of the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also make sure that you're subscribed as well so you don't miss any videos from me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! And I love... And that's kind of what this... you could get 5... No, you could get 3. What? You could... Going back to this